Hi, greetings, greetings. Good morning. This is Body-Culinary, aka Kwasa Peaceful Eating. Of course, it's still dawn here. We're going to get our movement practice on before we go out into the garden. There's also a storm coming, so we're going to make sure that we get our time in for ourselves, for the children and everybody else. So, my heart rate monitor is on. If you have your heart rate monitor or your fitness tracker, turn it on. I'm going to set it today for functional training. That's the main type of training we want to use. So I can see right now by my heart rate monitor that my heart rate is at 99 beats per minute, or that's also represented as 54%. You can also track your heart rate to make sure that you are nice and safe, right? So you can know what your heart is doing, and also you can see how your body is responding to the positive stresses that you're putting on it. So if you have a fitness tracker or a heart rate monitor, you can feel free to put that on. There can also be great incentive to see how much you are expending, how much fuel that you are burning during a movement session, right? So that being said, make sure if you need to do modifications, you listen to your body. You can be barefoot, and we're going to be on the balls of our feet. And it's a lot of bouncing. So there's never any slamming our feet down on the ground. You can start with bouncing on the balls of your feet. You can also bounce without leaving the ground. So that being said, listen to your breathing. You should be able to hear your inhale and your exhale to make sure you're breathing deeply. Make sure you're tucking your pelvis under. Your belly button is drawn to the spine so that your lower back gets a lot of support. So join me. This is how I like to start my mornings before I go out into the garden, before I do my other work, before I start engaging with other human beings. I have to get my movement practice on. All right, let's hit it and quit it. A lot of vigorous, joyous movement. All right, here we go. So just follow along. You can also watch the replay if you need to. So we all have rhythm. I'm going to keep this nice and safe. You can always come back to the feet if you need to. Just all I'm doing is stepping my feet side to side. Anytime you get lost, you can come back to the feet. So I'm just moving side to side. With all of the movements you'll find, I can make them more progressive by bouncing. I'm not leaving the floor. I'm on the balls of my feet. So the same thing, I can add more bounce. Right. You can let the arms flow down by the sides. Make sure they're not stiff. All right, shoulder rolls back. Big shoulder rolls, releasing stress and tension from your trapezius muscles. Big shoulder rolls back. Good. Anytime you want, you can add more bounce. So believe it or not, you can get a lot of cardio. You don't need a lot of space. You can have a tiny space. As long as you have space for an exercise mat, a towel, and some water, you can get your movement practice on. Good. Add more bounce. Your arms are just swinging side to side, and you can let them flow freely. Good. Our next movement pattern, right, is just going to be a march, right? That's all I'm doing is marching on the balls of my feet. If I want to progress, I can make a little more bounce. Belly button is drawn into the spine. All right, so my arms are simply going here. That's all I'm doing with the arms. Then add the arms and the legs. You can lean forward slightly at the hips. Good, so we're gonna get ready to pivot. 5, 6, 7, rotate to your left. Good, and rotate left. 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, add a little more bounce. So, the knees are always coming right up underneath the chest. Already my heart rate is at 81%. So we have a march. Arms are coming right here. It's nice and light. You can always come back here. If you feel winded, you can lift the knees to the chest, right? That'll be our active recovery. That'll also help to release your back if your back is tight. All right, here's our movement. Number one, we keep it real simple. So for my mothers, hi, mommy. You can get up and get moving. You can't have a stinky attitude or be depressed while you are moving. Right? You can step it out. Good. Movement number 2 was the march. And the storm is starting. Rain's coming down. All right, the arms are coming right in back of you. Good, and to the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, step it out. Good, our next movement pattern. I'm going to step back, back, back. So on my toes, we're just stepping back, step back, back, and back. Speed it up. Step, 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 step. So here the arm, just stepping back, just adding the arm swing, which actually helps to stretch the chest and the shoulders, right? So it's step, 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 step. Add the arms. Right, so put it all together. So it's step, 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 step. So you have single step, same arm, same leg. So we're going to take single, 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 single. And then we have doubles, double arms. 3, 4. Ready? Stomach muscles are pulled in. 5, 6, 7, 8. So step it back, 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 back. Arm swing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just step it out. Heart rate is at 83%. So there's a lot of intelligence and ancestral wisdom, right? So you can always come back to this basic step. Back to the march. Just listen to the drum, just like the heartbeat. So lift the knees underneath the chest. A little more bounce. Arms are coming back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rotate left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and step it out. Woo. Heart rate is still at 84%. So you're gonna make this a very efficient movement practice. Get a sip of water. I'm gonna add a little bit of strength training, some core and some flexibility. So it's a great opportunity to get in about 20 ounces of water. Shout out to my folks on IG. Right here, breathing efforts. All right, so you can use just your body weight is fine. Again, make sure you're tucking your pelvis under. Your belly button is drawn into your spine. So you're giving your lower back a lot of support. Have a towel nearby. If you want to add a little bit of resistance, or if you feel a little bit stronger, you can use 2 16-ounce bottles. You can also use the next size up, right? So I have the 16, this would be the middle, and this would be the next size up. So if you're already buying water, you didn't need to go out and spend money on more expensive equipment. So our first movement pattern today is going to be a step and a reach, right? So make sure helps us tuck down the feet a little bit wider than the hips. I'm going to step forward with the press. So I'm going to step forward, come back, and then press. Alternate, step forward, and press. Make sure your stomach muscles are pulled in. Ready, elbows in, here we go. Step and press. Step and press. Step and press. Make sure you do not slam that back knee into the floor. Step and press. Step and press. Step, press, step, and press. Step, press, step, and press. Take your time. Step, press, step, and press. 2, good, and 1. That's movement pattern number 1. Movement pattern number 2 is going to be stepping out laterally or to the side. Feet are wider, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. I'm going to step to the side. Your hips are going parallel to the floor. So with a flat back, you're going to sit back and curl. All right, this is a little light for me. So again, you can use your own body weight or the water bottles that are appropriate. So I'm going to step to the side and curl. On one side, belly button drawn in. Here we go. Step and curl. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. You can feel the standing leg. 2, good, and 1. Reset your belly button to the spine. Stepping out laterally to the opposite side with a curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Ooh, take a quick sip of water if you need to. Going back to movement pattern number 1. So you can use a lighter water bottle. You can also just use your body weight. It's a step forward to a press. My palms are facing each other. Elbows are in. Pelvis tucked under. Step forward and press. 1 and 1. Arms go straight. 2 and 2. 3 and 3. 4 and 4. 5, deep breathe, and 5. 6 and 6. 7 and 7. 3 more. 3. 3. Do as many as you're able to. 2 and 2. 1. Good. And 1. Before we go back to the other movement pattern, let's take a little commercial break. A little bit of balance and stretch. So here's my standing leg. I'm going to take the opposite ankle and cross it on the opposite knee. Reach your hips back and sit. So you feel a nice big stretch around your hip. Good, and stand. So challenging your balance, opening up the hip, cross that ankle over the opposite knee. Sit. Good, and stand. One more time. Cross. Sit. Good, and stand. Shake it out. Other side. Cross that ankle over the opposite knee. Sit back. Feel the stretch around the hip. And stand. Cross it over. Sit back. And stand. One more time. Sit. And stand. Let's stretch out the hamstring. So dynamic or moving stretches. You're going to step forward, land on your heel. Your toes are pointed toward your face. Reach your hips back. Reach to a fully standing position. So step and step. Reach your hips back for a nice big stretch in the back of the hamstrings. 2 more. So it's 2 and 2. 1. Good. And 1. We're going to push the hips all the way over to the side, push them forward. When you push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes so you're protecting your back, so you don't bend too far into your back. Push your hips all the way to the opposite side. Now push your hips and glutes back to the back wall so you feel a big stretch in the back of your legs. Push it all the way to the side, front, side, and back again. Side, front, side, and back. Reverse. Push your hips all the way to the side, pushing forward, squeeze the glutes, opening up the hips, pushing to the side and back. Side, front, side, and back. Side, front, side, and back. Let's grab the water bottles again. So again, feel free just to use your own body weight if you need to. Stepping out to the side with a curl. Belly button driving to the spine. Listen to your inhale and exhale. Step out to the side and curl. 15. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomach muscles drawing in. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Opposite side. Step out to the side and curl. 1, 2. Hips go parallel to the floor. 3, 4. 15 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm going to add one more movement pattern. We'll keep it nice and simple so we can activate our core a little bit more. I'm going to add a dynamic plank, right? So a plank mountain climber. So if you need to take these modified to the floor, you can modify them. Coming down to the floor, tabletop position. Line up your hips and your knees, your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. Make sure you're not sinking down. Press your hands into the floor, spread your fingertips, and press your body away from the floor to activate your scapula. So you don't want to be here, elbows are straight, and activate. If you're taking the modification, tap your toe, bring the knee underneath the chest. This is going to work like a crunch, knee down, and alternate. That'll be a modification. If you're not taking the modification, spread your fingertips, press your hands into the floor, activate your scapula, straighten the legs out, and tap, bring the knee underneath the chest, tap, bring the knee underneath the chest. Listen to your breathing, do what you're able to do. Press your hands into the floor. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little rest. Good. Again, reset your core muscles. Pull that belly button into the spine. Tuck your hips under. Press your hands into the floor. Press your body away from the floor. Take the same thing again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, a little rest. Core should be feeling nice and hot. Again, one more time. Spread the fingertips. Press your hands into the floor. Press your body away from the floor to activate your shoulder blades or your scapula. Ready? Take the modification if you need to. Otherwise, straighten out the legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's activating my scapula. My triceps are getting work indirectly. I'm getting a little bit of cardio, and I'm working my core at the same time. So that's nice and efficient. That's just how we want it. So coming back to standing, we have one more time with that movement pattern. We're going to step forward with a press. You can just use your arms or your body weight, or you can use the water bottles. Palms facing each other. Tuck your pelvis under so that your lower back has some support. Ready? Here we go. Step press. Step press. Alternate side. Step press. So it's 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Listen to your inhale and exhale. 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. And the last time with the curl. Last time with the curl. Stepping out laterally to the side. Bicep curl. Belly button's pulling to the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can feel the standing leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Heart rate is at 81%. No machines necessary. Listen to your inhale and exhale. Woo. Other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more cardio. Let's go back and review our first few steps. So again, you can always return to the feet. You're just tapping it out. That's it. That's easy to follow. A tap, a tap. You can add a little bit more spring, right? A little bounce on the balls of your feet. I'm not leaving the floor. A progression would be here. Adding more of a hop, but you can feel free just to bounce. The arms are just flowing side to side. Or you can just let the arms stay on your hips if you're more comfortable, if you just want to focus on the feet. Good. Next movement pattern is step, 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 step. Step back, 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 back. You can add the arms. Arms come back. Back, 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 back. Same feet, different arms. Arm swing back. So same foot, same arm. If I want to make it more dynamic, good, we're going to add a double arm. Here we go. Double. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double. 1, 2, 3, Let's come down to the floor for a little more back and core, right? So our core is including the glutes and the back. Good morning. All right. So from tabletop position, make sure your pelvis is tucked under. I'm spreading my fingertips and pressing my hands into the floor. So let's make sure our other folks can see. So right down here. So in tabletop position, tuck your hips under. Make sure your hands are not out too far forward, not too far to the side. Stack your joints. Your elbow, your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. And I'll turn on and make sure you can see. Stack your joints, tuck your pelvis under. So I'm going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee and then extend. Ready? Here we go. Make sure you stay nice and straight. Listen to your breath. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press it up straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give a little tail wag. Release your back. So whether you're male or female, this is really important to have a strong back that is nice and fluid. Opposite side. Activate your scapula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give a little tail wag to release your back. All right, so let's open up the hips and also work on our glutes. We want to make sure our hips stay nice and healthy so we can hold on to our original hips. Again, tabletop position. Tuck the hips under. Press the hands into the floor so you're activating your scapula. You're going to take big circles outward. Here we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. This is also really important to a healthy back. Same side. You can lift that leg out to the side. So, for those of you that want to, that are really emphasizing your natural body, want to take your natural body to where you can take it to, this is good aesthetically, but it's also good functionally for the health of your back. So you're going to lift that leg, you can lift it right out to the side. 1, 2, lift it as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back for a moment. Take your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out away from you so you get a nice stretch on your back. Let's finish off the other side. So I'm not jumping up and down, but I'm still pouring in sweat, so my core is still activated. Opposite side. So you're going to take hip openers, hip external rotation. Press your hands into the floor. Activate the scapula. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. That same leg is lifting laterally out to the side, working on glute medius. Activate your scapula, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your glutes should be nice and toasty. So you can recline down to the floor. Just a little bit more of your core. So make sure that your pelvis is tucked under. You want your lower back flat to the floor. That way you can ensure that you're not compromising your back. So you don't want your lower back popping off of the floor. All right, so what you're gonna do is pick the legs up 45 degrees. I'm not moving at my knees, I'm hinging from the hip. So glue your lower back and your belly button down to the floor. Touch the right heel down, back up, and the left heel down. Every time you move the leg, press your lower back down to the floor. 2, 3, 3. This is great for core stabilization. 4, 4, 5, and 5. 5 more. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. So now we're going to roll both knees into the chest with control. You're going to roll them down again. First, you glue, tilt your pelvis so that you glue your lower back to the floor. Here we go. Roll. Now, when you extend, only extend. If it's up high, that's fine. But only extend to the point where your lower back stays glued to the floor. In, exhale, pull up, extend. Now, don't try to get your legs low to the floor. If your lower back is coming off the floor, then that's compromising your back. So if your legs have to extend up high, that's fine. Roll knees into the chest and extend it out. Palms are flat down to the floor. And extend. 10 more. 10, extend. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. All right. So now what we're going to do is just take a nice little stretch. So body's nice and hot. Let's stretch the lower back out. So I'm going to extend one leg down. My left leg is straight. Got sweat in my eyes. Left leg is straight. Arms are out to the side, palms down. Lift the right leg up. Flex your foot so that the toes are pointed toward the face. And gently take that right leg and drop it over to your right side. The leg can be straight or you can bend it. You should feel a tremendous stretch in your lower back. And breathe into the stretch as your body starts to cool itself down. Good. Pick that right leg up, lower it down. Good. So the right leg is extended and straight. Pick up the left leg. Flex the foot so the bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Palms are out to the side. And you're going to lower that left leg down to the right side. If you want to, you can bend the leg. That might give you more access to your lower back. If you want to, you can take the heel of your hand, give your lower back a little bit of a massage. And breathe into your stretch. Good. Body's pulling itself down. Pick that left leg up. And then lower it down. Both legs up. Cross the right foot over the left knee. And I'm going to take my right hand and stick it through the loop straight down the center. Both hands come behind the left knee. Pull both legs in towards your face. I'm taking my right elbow and I'm pressing outward on my right knee. And I feel a tremendous stretch around my right hip. So breathe into the stretch. The more you pull the legs into the face, the deeper you're going to feel the stretch. Both legs up, opposite side. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Stick your left hand straight down through the loop in the the center. Both hands come behind the right knee. Pull both legs into your face. Left elbow presses outward on that left knee so you feel a tremendous stretch. Good, and release. Roll yourself to your side. Top hand comes to the floor. Press yourself up to a seated position and come into a straddle. You might be able to hear the rainstorm here. So in a nice straddle, pull the stomach muscles in before we do forward bends. You're going to make sure that you're supporting your lower back. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands forward and feel a big stretch in the groin area. And reach your chest in the direction of the floor. You can wiggle your feet to work your way into the stretch. Again, walk your hands back. I'm going to lean over to my right side so you can mirror me or come to the same side. So I'm leaning over to the right side. My left fingertips are reaching over to touch my right toes. So I want to get a stretch along the left side of the body. Circle the arm around and reach it over again. Good. Let the body float up. And my right fingertips are reaching over to my left toes. So I feel a nice stretch along the right side of the body. Circle the arm around, bring it over. Then let the body float up. And sit up nice and tall. We're going to drop our head over to the right side. Take your right hand, give a gentle pull on your head so you feel a nice stretch along the side of your neck. Breathe into your stretch. The left shoulder is dropping down in the direction of the floor. Curl your chin in gently towards, curl your chin into the chest. Feel the stretch travel. And let the head float up. Gently drop your head over to the left side. Take your left hand, give a gentle pull to your head. Over to the left side. Allow your right shoulder to drop down in the direction of the floor. Feel a nice stretch along the side of the neck. Gently curl your chin into the chest a little bit. Feel the stretch travel. Allow the head to float up. Now curl your chin into the chest. Lace the fingertips. Bring them behind the head. Bring your elbows together. Curl your chin into your chest and gently nod the head no. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the head and the neck. Sit up nice and tall. Take a moment to seal your movement practice. So we're going to take a nice, big, deep inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Ready? Here we go. And remember, the lungs are not here in the neck. They're down here in the chest. So we want to just think of expanding the chest full of air. So inhale. And exhale. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Maintain your awareness on your breathing. Notice the weight and the tempo of air as it flows in and out of the body. I invite you to acknowledge yourself for showing up to sweat so early in the morning. Notice if your body feels more open and alive and energized than when you started. I invite you to bring your awareness to your toes, to your big toes, your middle toes, and your pinkies, and allow them to relax. Allow the fronts of your feet, the bottom of your feet, your heels, and your ankles to relax. Allow your shins and your calves to rest into the floor. Notice as your knees and your thighs and your hips open and soften and rest in the direction of the floor. Allow your glutes and your lower back and your stomach muscles to soften and rest. Notice as your stomach, your torso, your chest and your heart open and expand and soften. Allow your middle back and your shoulders to rest and relax. Notice as your fingertips, your pinkies, index finger, and thumb soften and relax. Bring your awareness to your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms and shoulders as they relax. Notice as your neck softens. Bring your attention to your ears as they rest gently along the sides of your face. Your tongue is at rest gently inside of your mouth. Your eyes as they relax softly in the sockets. Your brain as it rests nestled softly in your precious skull. Take another deep breath in and exhale. I'd like you to take a mental snapshot of what intentional relaxation, what it looks like and feels like in your own body temple. You're invited today to feed and nourish yourself with the most peaceful, water-rich, nutrient-dense, colorful, vitality-filled, peaceful fuel available to you. And I invite you to create a great day on purpose. Just because you said so, you're welcome to join me in the mornings, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for a vigorous, joyous movement practice to neutralize the stinking thinking, to give your food and your fuel something to do, right? So that we are earning our meals and also so that we're pumping the lymphatic system. I like to look at your movement practice instead of only thinking of detox pills and powders to detoxify your body. You can also move practice to pump the lymphatic system and let go of a lot of toxins. You can check out Body-Culinary on Instagram, YouTube. You can visit me at bodyculinary.com. If you'd like to sign up for Flower Fit community, if you're interested in starting a garden, upgrading to peaceful fuel that loves you back, food that loves you back. It doesn't leave a lot of waste on your waistline in starting a garden. You'll need to download the Discord app on the Body-Culinary server on Discord. And you can follow Kwasa Peaceful Eating also on TikTok. Create a great day on purpose. And I will see you soon. Yep, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to play this back. And it's wonderful when we don't have to worry about sweating out our hair. And then the body and the skin love this, right? The skin was full of acne. So it's the living foods and the daily sweat that has allowed my skin to clear. Y'all create a great day.